Hello, welcome to Mart's Garage. I put out my video yesterday where I showed where I inadvertently selected reverse and the car moved. It prompted me to do a search. Now this neutral switch only allows the car to start in neutral, but I noticed that there are switches available that will allow it to start in park. But I also noticed some older threads on forums saying where people had modified the switch to allow it to start in park. Because of the cost of shipping things from America to here, I thought I would have a look at mine, see if I can modify it. And the switch is located underneath the car at the bottom of the shifter. So I'm going to jack up this side of the car, put some axle stands under, get underneath and see if I can get the switch out. Have a good look at it and see if I want to try and do this modification. Okay, right, let's get cracking then. Some crazy angles going on here. Free wheel motion, low rider. It's right up there, look. Can you see the switch with the two bolts? Would help if the muffler wasn't here, to be honest. So there's the adjustment for the shifter on that rod, and then above it is a smaller clevis. Okay. And then there's a grommet and the wires going up. I was just wondering if the whole shifter thing could be taken into the car to make it easier. Let me have a look from upstairs. I've got to get the wiring disconnected anyway. Okay, righto. Let's have a look from up the top. Under there's the pin and the split pin. So I'm going to reach in there, take out the split pin and take out the pin, and then I should be able to undo the switch. You could do it all from underneath if you took all the exhaust system off. It's going to be difficult to film that, so I'll bring you back when there's more to show. Cotter pin and clevis pin. So they're out, so that's good. Is this YouTube gold or what? Two, three, four. And there's the grommet. Oh! So in theory the switch, it should be on the floor now. Okay. Okay, right. So I'll give this a clean up. I'll give it a little wash. Now from where I can tell, you have to put two more contacts here, this side, and then join those contacts to these contacts, and it should work. But I've got to get it apart first. It shouldn't be too difficult. Righto, back in a bit then. Okay, I'll give it a little bit of a rudimentary clean up. I'll try and prise these little things apart. There it goes. Okay, I'll take it off carefully because I don't want anything to fall out or jump out. Okay, right. Okay. Okay, that's quite interesting actually. Can you see the guts of it? Can you see this piece here? This slides back and forth, and these ones are neutral, which is about there, isn't it? And then you got reverse, which is those two, and then you would go to park there. But what's interesting is that you can see where the wear trails are. They stop about there, so that is where I need to drill and put in something to simulate these there, and then when it goes into park, this piece will click in and make a contact across. I am not sure how to do it, but I think I will go and clean this now. So what I want are some sort of brass screws or something, don't I? Oh, I've just lost my marks now, haven't I? Oh well, I can just about see them, I think. Yeah, it's about equidistant with that one there, isn't it? It's about the same distance again. I think that's quite good for a start, and I will go and see what I can find or what I can buy or see what I can do. Okay, I've got this tub of odd bolts, and I've just tipped a load out just down here. You just off camera, just tipped a load out because some of them are brass, you see. And I found a couple that are countersunk brass, and I've just measured their diameter, and the diameters are coming out at a thou under 0.14, and I have an idea that these are BA. So I'm looking in my charts. BA, the number 4 is 0.1417. Bear in mind that that's tenths of a thou at the end. 0.141, so that's a couple of thou under. And the tapping size for a number 4, so that's a number 4. Tapping size for a number 4 is 3mm. And I've got some BA tap somewhere. I'll have a look, see if I've got a 4 BA tap. That big thing of bolts and screws was saved. A friend was downsizing, and she was having a big clean out. 3 BA, that is. That's the next. The numbers are higher when they're bigger, so I need one a bit smaller. That looks about the same. 3 BA. Right, the one's one a bit smaller than that. What's that? Can't read it. That could be the right one. Can't read it though. What's that? 3 BA. 532 wit. Blimey, 532 wit. I could be wrong, but do you know what uses a 532 wit thread? The old Meccano. So there's a little bit of trivia for you. BA, can't read it, something BA, 4BA, that's a 4BA, don't know if you can read it, 4 and then BA underneath, Presto, 4BA, England, cool. And I suspect that one's the same size, but I just can't read that one. Again, these were brought at a car boot sale for the whole tin, you know, for like a £5 or something. So again, it's paid off, hasn't it? I might set it up in the milling machine actually. I'll measure this pitch from there to there, and then I'll go the same distance again, because it does look like that, doesn't it? Okay, righto, I'll save these two out then and put the rest back. Whole tin of tap and die, £4. £4, not £5. Can you see I've opened the jaw to span it, and I've just clamped the piece down on this jaw here. It's quite firm. I didn't want to go too mad, you know, I fear that it might be a little bit brittle. So let's just put something in to kind of centre it. I don't think it's hypercritical, you know what I mean? If you was a 10th thou out, it wouldn't matter. So let's have a look then. Right, that's zeroed in this direction, so I'm going to wind it. So I'd say that's pretty well on centre on that one there, by eyeball. So let's go 1, 2, 3. That's 250 plus 85, 335. Yes, 75, 0.325. I'd say that's 0.325. So if I go back to here, there, which is 0, so that's 0, and I do the same the other way. So that should be around about there to have the same spacing. I'm going to go just a tiny bit more to get it in the middle of where the end of them things are. So that's where those scratches stop. So let's fire the thing up. I'll just make a little mark. I'll get that 3mm drill now. Good. Okay, 3mm. Right, let's send that tap down through it there. That drill was a bit wobbly, wasn't it? Okay, I'll use that as a centre. I'll have to wind the table down a bit. I'm clear of that jaw. Now I could power tap this, but I'm not going to. The reason is, if it grabs, it could lift this and break it. That's why I'm not going to try and power tap it. The website that I looked at was quoting American sizes, like number 4, you know, number 4, whatever it was, 28 or something, you know, whatever it is, probably. But I haven't got any of those taps. I've got this other tap because the other one's going through and touching on where the wires are. I mean, it's tapping through plastic, so it wouldn't be difficult anyway. So while we're set up in this position, I'll countersink that. Right then, do the same on the other one. Okay, good. Righto, I think I'm finished on the milling machine then. I have made one of these and it seems to work, so I'll film making this one. Oops, that string's a bit awkward. Not 100% happy with that one. Let's try another one. I think I'm just pushing it into that chuck. That'll be alright. Not sure about that. Let's see how it looks when it's in. Okay, I'm not 100% sure if I'm happy with that. I did another one which I wasn't too happy about. Let's go and fit it and see what it looks like. Put like a divot in the middle like that. That one's come out a bit big and that one's come out a bit small. I might be able to go back on the milling machine and make that one a bit deeper. Okay, but anyway, they're not a bad representation. I'm sure functionally they'll work. I've got a nut to hold it in and a nut that I can use to secure a wire. I just need to see what little eyelets or something I've got that will go into there. Then I've got to join these and those. So that's a bit of, I've got to clean this all up and solder onto there a loop of wire from there to there. So yeah, so it's looking not too bad. Okay, so that's the basic job. I think I might just put it in the milling machine and just give that a little in there. Okay, back in a bit. I've made two little jump wires. There's one of them. There's the other one. And I'm just waiting for my soldering iron to warm up. This is not just any old adjustable spanner, it's a Barco, so that makes it okay. Right, let's cut this off. Oh, it's off anyway. It's just sticky. Okay, right. Not touching. Soldered, on. Not shorting. Everything else is still in place. I've kind of filed them a bit. Well, I did it on a bit of wet and dry, and I've kind of opened up the holes a little bit in the middle. That's okay now, I think. It'll wear in, won't it, with use. That's the first detent, second detent, third detent. Okay. Okay, electrical check then. It's amazing how many tools you end up with on the go, isn't it? Oh, okay. Can you hear it making a noise? Oh, that's actually in the park position, so that's good. Hey. Okay, so that's in the lower gear. Don't understand that. Ah, shorting that was. That was shorting. Good job I tested it. Told you I didn't like working with small things. Okay. This one here somehow was shorting across to that one there. Right, so that's open circuit. That's neutral there. I don't know if you can hear the buzzer, it's not very loud. That's not neutral. That's reverse. And that's park. So that has a contact in park as well. That's reverse. That's neutral. So that'll start there. And it'll start there. Okay, righto. I don't know if I will try and put this back on now. I don't think I'm going to put it on, but I would like to let the car down off the jack because I don't want to leave it parked like that because oil might end up on that back brake on that side. So I think I'll just jack it up, let it down off the jack, and I'll finish off tomorrow because I think I've broke the back of it and I don't want to be struggling with it now when I'm tired. That'll be a good job for tomorrow to put that back on and test it. Okay. Righto. I'll bring you back tomorrow then when there's more to show. Cheers then. Bye. Hello, welcome back to Mart's Garage. It's the day after and I let the car down last night because I didn't want it jacked up overnight. I broke the back of the job yesterday. I fixed the switch and I tested it and you saw me testing it and it works. And I didn't bother filming because I've had my battery on charge on the phone. But I've just refitted it underneath. I managed to get it all back together. And I've refitted the shifter in the car. And I'll just show you now. So that's in park. Let's go back to the original state. So okay, so let's just run it through the positions. That's in neutral. Let's see if it cranks. Yeah. Let's try reverse. That's in reverse. See if it'll crank. No cranky. Let's try and park. Okay, so if my modification worked, this will crank now. Okay, ready? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it. That's a bit of a anticlimax, isn't it? So anyway, so the job works. So that switch is now modified and it works. So there we are, a job well done. I'm going to clean the carpet up before I put it back in. So I'll get that done. But since it's a nice day today, well it has been nice, I might just go for a little ride round. But as far as this job's done, the job is done. And it wasn't difficult. I mean, okay, yeah, I use my milling machine. Not everybody's got a milling machine, but people have got drilling machines. People have got hand drills. People can measure with a ruler. People can drill, you know, and use locally available bolts and things. So yeah, the job works. Nothing particularly difficult about it. And I will put the link to the web page that I found, where I found the information, and you can see the original thing. It was from quite a few years ago, from you know, a Thunderbird enthusiast forum. So there we are, cranky, it works. You can buy the switch. The switch is more or less, I believe the switch is more or less unique to these vehicles, because these ones have got the floor shift. Somebody said use a switch from a 58. Well, the 58 has column shift, but they did go to start in park or neutral, I believe, from 58 onwards. But as original, these ones only ever started in neutral. I've done a little bit of research. Now bear in mind, for me, buying things from the States tends to be rather expensive. That's why I tend to try and do things myself. But you can actually buy the switch for this one that has been modified to start in park. They are available, but they are something like $130, and then I've got to pay, you know, a lot of shipping and duty on top of that. So for the sake of an hour drilling and tapping, and it's always a pleasure to use the milling machine. I like using my milling machine, and it's nice to have a job, you know, to warrant using it. So that's good. So yeah, there we go, job done. I don't think I can show it in situ because the car's back down on the ground now, but it doesn't matter, it's in situ, it works. Okay, just had a little run round. It's in park. There's reverse, there's neutral. Yeah, so nice, job done. So that's a little job that I wasn't really expecting to do. I didn't even know that you could do it. I researched it, got the information, and you know, made the decision to try and do the job myself, and I was able to do it. So I'm very pleased with that. So thanks very much for joining me in the garage. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers then. Bye.